All right. Hello, knockouts. Tonya TKO here. And I'm just getting my camera set up so that we can go live. I guess we're already live, but so that we can go forward. All right. So, welcome in, everyone. I am Tonya TKO. I am a self-love specialist on TonyaTKO.com. I hope you learn how to love yourselves and one another. On this channel, we would typically use viral video topics as teachable moments for self-love, dating in our own lives. Part of loving yourself is eating healthy, good foods. So I'm coming out today I was getting ready to cook anyway. And so I was like, you know what? Well, this is something we could probably just go ahead and do together. Hello, welcome in everyone. Hey Dipped, hey Pink, hey Dominant, hey Ashley, hey Lola. What did you all think of the video from yesterday? Who's Tony? What are you talking about? Is there somebody else named Tony on there? Oh, somebody said, Dip, you're so funny. I think they meant Tanya. All right, so welcome in. So if you want to cook along with me, you can. This meal shouldn't take that long to make. I'm going to let you know what it is that you need in order to make this. You just need cabbage, carrots. I have some fresh scallions from the garden, but I mean, it's nice to have, but you don't have to have them. We're going to need some fresh scallions, a little bit of sugar, some tomato paste sauce, or even spaghetti sauce or ketchup, ginger, garlic, onions, and cornstarch. You know, I was like, I didn't think it was going to be a lot of ingredients until I started reading it out or saying it all out right now. Today we're making Szechuan balls, some vegetarian Szechuan balls in a pineapple teriyaki sauce. I'm excited about that. You can, if you want. So let me see who wants to cook with me today. Who has the ingredients? Who has cabbage, carrots, flour, cornstarch, onions, garlic, ginger, tomato paste or sauce, and sugar and soy sauce? Who, and a little bit of vinegar if you have that. Who has that and can join in today? Let me see who wants to get down with me today while we do it together. Let me know. Oh, and I guess a little bit of oil for the frying of the balls. So nobody has the ingredients. Nobody wants to get down with me. And we need a grater to grate the cabbage and the carrots. So let's see. So Ashley doesn't have the cornstarch. That's fine. If you don't have the cornstarch, that's fine. The cornstarch just helps to, you know what? Actually, if you don't have the cornstarch, I wish I could give you some, because the cornstarch is what gives the glaze to the cornstarch is what gives the glaze to the teriyaki sauce. But you could do it without the glaze. You really don't need it. If you use flour inside of the sauce, it's going to make it cloudy. You're not going to get that nice, shiny, translucent color. But if you're just eating it at home, you'll still get the same flavor. You just won't get the glaze. But, you know, and then also inside of the balls, the cornstarch makes the balls a little more crispy. But you don't have to have that. So let me know. So we have one person who can join in, right? Hey, Buddhafly, how are you? Dip is not going to join in. You make a smoothie in support. All right. So if you all are ready to jump in, I'm ready. Let me see if I could. My great aunt from Nevis made this, what do you call this thing? I forget what, an apron. She made this apron way back before I was born. And before she died, she gave me this apron. So I was able to this is the one thing that I have of hers. She gave me this apron and her pound cake recipe. You know, West Indian pound cake is some of the best pound cake you would ever have in life. But when she gave it to me, I was a teenager and I was like, oh, I'm gonna remember this I don't remember it. Oh, you know what? Yeah. So who's going to who? So look, there's one person who said that she had the ingredients. Let's see. Who said she had the ingredients? I don't. Let's see. You have to post your comment again because too many comments have gone by. Who said that they have the ingredients so that they can join in? Because Diff would like to see the pictures. Yeah, you know, if you have Instagram, post the picture on Instagram. If you have Facebook, post it on Facebook. Tag me at Tonya TKO. So we have carrots, cabbage, and we're going to grate this real quick. So we're about to get started. So if you're ready to get started, you have to jump in. I'm gonna go get my grater. All right, let's see. Dip is like I want to see too. I know, right? Let me get a thing to peel these carrots. How is everybody out there doing? I figured, why not? I figured, why not? Why not cook together? And I mean, if we all have to be, if we all have to, I wish that this thing, that the YouTube lives are so close up that you have to be like, the YouTube lives, let me see if we can get this down. Oh, this is a nice shot. Go, girl. Ow. All right, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. So we are, all right. So we're just going to peel the carrots. Then we're going to shred them. Then we're going to shred the cabbage. And then we are going to do our mixture. I really should use a knife because I don't know what I'm doing right there. Typically, it always works, but it's not working right now. Oh, brother. Oops. So for those of you out there who are thinking about becoming vegetarian, I'll just say this, right? I don't believe in all these labels, labeling yourself vegan or vegetarian, because what's in a label? You know what I mean? I say just make an effort to cook a more plant-based diet, or eat a more plant-based diet. Just start incorporating more plants into your diet. Keep it as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it doesn't have to be all fancy. It doesn't have to be even deliberate. You can just, oh, well, I think you need to be a little deliberate about incorporating more. But as long as you start getting more into your diet, that's a good step right there. So welcome in, everybody. For those of you who are just joining me, we're about to make some Asian-style Szechuan balls in a pineapple teriyaki sauce. You don't have to have the pineapple. I'm just adding the pineapple into my sauce because I had a craving for that this morning. So I'm like, why not? Why not? Okay, so let's see what we have here. I eat meat 3 days a week. Yeah, you see, it's like, if you have an interest in eating more plants, just eat more plants. It's as simple as that. Just make a concerted effort to eat more plants. All right, here's the thing. Are we ready? We're just going to grate the carrots. This is my first time making it, so I don't know whether I should grate the carrots on this side. Here we go. Oh, Lord. My God. That's just what we're going to do. We're going to grate. And how's everybody out there doing? This COVID, man, I tell you, this ain't nothing to mess with. Dominant man, you're being obnoxious right now, and I will put you on timeout. We cooked pizza the other day, and if you can't take your black ass off of a broadcast and click on another video to see that we just made pizza the other day, then you don't deserve a response from me. Here we go. Let me put you in timeout right now. Please stop with the obnoxiousness. We're all adults here. And then the person has the nerve to be like, they're a dominant man. This is how dominant men behave. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. It's like if you see that we're making Asian style meatballs, the hell you talking about Italian food for? Or New York food, because we're taking it over from Italy. We're taking it over. We've taken it over. Welcome in, everyone. I just sent the message out to the mailing list in case there's anybody who wanted to come out and come cook with me. Right now, we're making some Asian style vegetarian bowls. All you need is cabbage, carrots, and some other small miscellaneous ingredients. Onion, garlic, something a little spicy, because you know Szechuan has to have that spice. So Dipped is aggravated and trying to find constructive ways of where to put her aggravation. All I can say is, you know, we all have this stuff going on. You know what I'll say? So Bernie dropped out of the race. There are people who are happy about it, people who are sad about it. I feel like I'm in the wrong time of America right now. I feel like America says they're ready, but they're not really ready. You know what I mean? Nicole, I'm glad I'm safe too. However, there are people out there dying and it's getting closer and closer. It's like, I found that it's like 2 degrees of separation now. 2 degrees of separation before you know somebody who has personally died from the coronavirus. You know what I mean? Hey, Nikki, welcome, welcome. Today we are making Asian style Szechuan balls in a pineapple teriyaki sauce. So that's what we're doing today. It's a very simple recipe. Black Buddha knows 3 people. See what I'm saying? You want me to make the veggie scallion pancakes? I was thinking about whether or not I should make scallion pancakes with this. I'm not in the mood for scallion pancakes right now. But when I get in the mood for them, I will definitely come back and make them, okay? Is that a deal? So 755 is saying my neighbor survived COVID. I'm happy to hear that. I'm really sad that so many Black people are being affected by COVID because we know this country doesn't really care about us. And if this is just seen as another issue affecting mainly people of color, I'm afraid that it won't really get the attention and support that it deserves. You know what I mean? I'm very sad. And then, you know, we were going on and on about how we're not affected by this, blah, blah, blah. And then come look. Now we're the most affected, and it's sad. It's sad. So what are you all doing with your days? You know what? I feel like this is all up on me. Look at my fingers. Let me see if I can move this back, so that we can at least, let's see. Let me see. Maybe if I sit down, but I've never tried grating sitting down. Okay, maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll work. All right, we got it. We got it. Oh, you can grate sitting down. But you don't have the same force. You know what I mean? But you don't have the same, I look like, all right. Hey, Gypsy. So, somebody's deep cleaning the whole house. Okay. So, I grated 3 carrots. I'm going to try to scrape some of this out of the grooves. As you see, it's all carrot covered. Oh, man. These are some interesting times. And then we got on the inside, we're going to just scrape that down. Get our carrot. At times like this, I miss my mom. She taught me how to make carrot cake. Those were the good old days. My mother was such a quiet, shy woman. She was very underspoken. And I miss her. I miss her energy. She was such a loving person. She was such a loving person. I miss my mama. Oh, man. Let me see what Dipped is saying. I've been brushing up on my Spanish and finding ways to work out around my wrist injury. And somebody is saying, Tonya, I thought you lived in a camper. Well, I thought you were subscribed to my channel, and I thought you've been keeping up with what's been going on in my life. I do live in a camper. All right, so we have our grated carrot right there. We're going to grate up. We're going to put this on the shredding side for the cabbage. Let's see. You know what? I don't want to put that whole thing on there. Let me cut and then try to grate a little piece. So I spoke to DJ Prince, the guy who interviewed me the other day. And you all were right. He was overwhelmed. He was overwhelmed. You know, you all see me and you think that this is easy. But what we do, entertaining people, is not the easiest thing in the world to do. It's not the easiest. But we do it nonetheless. And he is not an online personality. He is mainly an MC and a DJ. Well, he's mainly a DJ and he's an MC. So that's his main line of, I feel like this is not going to try to cooperate with me, and I'm not in the mood to fight with cabbage. So come on. And so he was overwhelmed. He said he didn't come back because he had a family emergency. You know? But he says he wants to try again. He told me about all of the things that were bothering him. He was never really able to recover emotionally from the technical difficulties. So he So he really kind of got caught in what wasn't going right, and he just couldn't really emotionally bounce back from that. You know, everybody is so different. So, you know, we have to respect different people's sensibilities. You know, sensitive men are so cute, aren't they? Sensitive men are so cute. I'm trying to get these little pieces of cabbage. Let me see if you can get this. Oh. So, hold on. You're saying you can cut the cabbage in the shape of a wedge? Yeah, you know, it's just that I wanted to keep, I'm not doing all of the cabbage, I'm only doing some of it. So I wanted to, you know what I need? I need one of those things that you use to press against hair, because I remember when I was a little girl, I used to chew my fingers up on the grater. I used to chew my fingers up. Let me move my aluminum foil out of the way. Okay, so we are doing okay. But you know what? Listen, everybody in this life is so different in terms of being able to bounce back. And for the people who are criticizing his inability to bounce back, we all have something that makes it difficult for us to bounce back from. You know what I mean? All of us. And what we can do is we can be empathetic to people who have a different thing than us. You know what I mean? Have some empathy. I'm going to try cutting a wedge, is what you said. Let's see. I'm cutting a wedge right now. Let's see. A wedge like this. So let's see. This is actually not bad, because now everything is together. This was a better idea than the first one I had. I've actually never grated cabbage before. I don't like coleslaw, so I've never grated cabbage. So this actually did the trick. Thank you. So now how do I get these big chunks grated? What do I do for that? Talk to me. I'm going to try to hold these up. Let's see. Please, Lord, don't let my hand get grated. Please. Please, don't let my hand get grated. Ugh. Listen. Listen. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna saute those. I'm gonna saute them. I'm not gonna be up here begging the universe for my hand. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I'm just gonna get me another wedge. Okay, actually, we may not even need another wedge. This looks good right there. That looks good. That looks good. All right. So we're going to get our bowl. We're going to get our bowl. Okay. So one more thing we're going to do is we're going to grate a little bit of onion. We're going to grate a little onion. All right, so we're just going to take this onion and we're going to grate a little bit of it so we can get that into our mixture. Because onion, listen, if you know anything about black peoples, listen, if you know anything about black peoples, you know we like our seasonings. You know we like things to taste good. So we're going to get some onion and we're going to get some garlic in there. Listen, if you're just joining, you can make this right alongside me. If you have some cabbage, some carrots, some flour and some spices. You can make it too. So just let me know, because we're actually just getting ready to get started. I'm getting the onion together, and then we're going to mix up our little meatballs. All right, so if you can join in with me, if you have some kiddies at home with you. Children love to cook, and it stays with them throughout their life. I learned to cook when I was a child. And so, you know, a great way to get children to eat vegetables and stuff is to have them cook it. So, No Name, are you going to jump in it with me? All right, so No Name, that's a good idea. I should I should cut those cabbage things up with a knife. Hey, it's the MCP. How are you? Welcome in. Are you on? Do you have notifications for this new channel? All right, so listen, we're going to just grate up a little bit of onion just to get that flavor in there, because you know we Black people, we love our flavor. Can you use Brussels sprouts? You know what? Let's try it with Brussels sprouts and see how it is. Brussels sprouts have, why not? Let's try it. If you have Brussels sprouts at home and a little bit of carrots, let's jump in. Let's try it. When it comes to cooking, it's really about experimentation and it's about taste, you know? Okay, well, you know what? If you, listen, let's try different things. If you have, what else can you try? What other vegetables do you have in your house? If you don't have cabbage, let's try something else. I mean, look, it's what do you have? If worse comes to worse, you know what the ingredients are. You just eat whatever it is that you make. If you don't like it, eat some of it. Don't eat the whole thing. Just eat enough to make yourself feel like you didn't waste your money. All right? So here, you have a lot of spinach and kale. Well, you know what? We'll probably do some kale chips later in the week, because I was thinking about doing kale chips. I also have collard greens, so we might do some collard green chips too. So here we go. All right. So we're just going to grate a little bit of onion in here. Oh, not on that side. Let's do small grating. You know what? Should we grate it big or small? Let's grate it over here so we could get like an onion juice. So we could get like a little onion juice going on. It's that juicy. This would be a nice time for Lizzo to just jump out and start singing. It ain't my fault if I'm out here getting loose. Blame it on the juice. Blame it. Ah! It ain't my fault. All right, so we're getting some pureed onion on here. That way that flavor can just, that onion flavor can just go all through it. You know what we should do? Hey, why don't we grate some garlic too? Ooh, listen, refrigerate your onions so that you don't be like me, about to cry right now. Oh, Lord. I feel like Jay-Z. I can't see it coming down my eyes. About to make the song cry. Ow. I can't see it going down my eyes, but I'm about to make the song cry. Okay. No, my real eyes about to cry. What's that? I can't see what you're saying. What you saying? Type it again in a second. Oh Lord, don't be like me. Refrigerate your onions. Refrigerate your onions. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Listen. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Refrigerate your onions. That way you don't have to. I can't see it coming down my eyes. About to make the song cry. All right. Now, Sam, tell me what you were saying. Type something now. I can't see it coming down my eyes. I have to get this onion away. Oh. 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 Okay. Now, what were you saying? Is fresh garlic and onion more nutritious than dried? It depends. It depends. One thing that I learned when I had TKO skin is I learned that these companies, when they're going to extract oil from a nut, they use this thing called hexane. And they say that hexane has no issues, right? But hexane can end up inside of your oils. So one of the things that I found is that I'm sorry, I'm trying to feel since I'm just using my feelings. One of the things that I found is that when you use organic spices, that they're actually very, very good. I found that organic spices are very good. All right. So when you start learning how to cook very early in life, you can feel your way around the kitchen. Okay. All right. Let me just go ahead and shred bits of this onion. That way I can just put it away. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Where's my carrot so I can brush some of this out? That's not the right side. There we go. That's the right side. I'll look at your comments in a second. I just want to get this onion down so that it can stop burning my eyes. All right. Okay. Good job for closed-eyed. I think we did a good job. All right. All right. So let's jump into it. Oh, it's back again. I need to get this thing rinsed off. Pause off. And now your pum pum shaka. Make them on them. Most of your soft pause off. I'm sorry. Give me just 1 second. I will read your comments in a moment. I just gotta get this onion thing off of here. So right now I'm just using a carrot to slide diagonal across the grated things to just get any additional onion out of here so that I do not. All right. Oh, there's some inside the thing. Oh, my eyes are gonna. Oh. Okay. Oh. All right. I missed whatever it is that you all were saying. Okay, you buy pre-sliced onions. Open the window. Thank you for telling me now. Thank you. Let me open the window. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. All right. Let me see what else people say. I don't believe in pre-sliced onions. I don't believe in that stuff. Oh Lord, slice part of their finger off. That is not the move. That is not the move. So I would imagine that fresh anything. If you want to get more into eating a plant-based diet, eating non-processed foods, you have to eat things that are not processed. So just increasing your consumption of unprocessed foods. All right. We grow fresh scallions in the garden here. So you can grow your scallions too. Just plant the bottom end of it. You can get the whatchamacallits to grow. Let's bring this closer and let's get our recipe. Can you see that? Let's see. Okay. Let's see if we can move this back some. All right. So that's a little bit of my garlic and onion inside there. We'll just go ahead and do some more garlic since we don't know how much of our garlic got caught on that board, because I did do that blind, or not blind, but my eyes closed. I don't want to play with the blind, you know what I'm saying, because there really are blind people who do cook. I saw that in a movie once, actually twice, and I was like, okay, do your thing. That's how I knew that I could cook with my eyes closed, because there's blind people out there making whole meals. They just have to know where everything is, but they are making whole meals out there. All right, so basically these are our ingredients. We have our garlic, our onion, our carrot and cabbage, and we're just gonna get this inside there. We're just gonna get that in there so that we can get that all around inside our mixture. And instead of using salt, we're gonna use soy sauce. Instead of soy sauce, because I can't eat regular soy sauce, I get an all natural organic thing called nama shoyu. And it is, so here we go. And it's a fermented soy, but it doesn't go through the same process as store-bought soy sauce. All right. So we are just getting our, look at this big old piece of cabbage. All right. So we are getting our carrots and cabbage inside the bowl. Okay. Take out the big pieces of cabbage. All right. And so we have this in there. Let me get a spoon real quick. Okay. So we have all of this mixed up together. And we're going to need some ginger. This I do use. It's a ginger paste. I do use a ginger paste because I find that with ginger inside of the house, it just dries up before you get a chance to use the whole thing. But fresh is best. So always go for fresh whenever you can. But, you know, in this instance, this smells so good right now. It's so aromatic. Oh. Oh my gracious, this smells so good. I'm gonna have to try this. Oh, spicy from that garlic. Woo. Speaking of spice, this is some organic cayenne pepper that I got from the store when I went out on my apocalypse run the other day. Because, you know, I had to get the spices that I want. So I got me some of this. And we're just going to put some cayenne inside there. I'm just going to put some cayenne in there. Get it spicy. Get it spicy. I do believe in organic seasonings, organic dried seasonings. I find that they have the best flavor. That's what I have found. Okay, take out these big pieces of cabbage. Okay. This smells so good and so fresh. All right, and then so we're gonna add our soy sauce, our namashoyu. So this is the namashoyu. It is an unpasteurized soy sauce. We're just gonna put some of this in there. And don't worry, the teriyaki is going to have some in there too. So instead of salt, we're just going to use the namashoyu. And here we go. Get that all mixed up in there. Oh, let's see what dip is saying. I find that you have to use more, though it doesn't have as potent as flavor of soy sauce, but I don't like all the salt in soy sauce. Yeah, I don't, you know what? It's been so many years since I've used soy sauce that I don't know how much I used to use before when I used to use it. All right. So how are we doing out there? So I bought a bunch of quarantine veggies. I bought a bunch of frozen veggies as well. This smells so good. So we're almost done with the balls, really. Let me just taste a little bit of this. So good. And we're just going to put our scallions inside there. Get the scallions all mixed up around. Ooh, you taste a hint of spice inside there. It's nice. It's nice. And then we're just going to get our flour. We're just going to get our flour and our cornstarch in there, and then we're good. Put our scallions in. We have really long, big scallions from the garden, and they're so huge. They're so nice. And dip, like I said, as soon as I crave scallion pancakes again, I'll make it for you all, or we'll make them together. But what you need to do is you need to get flour, and you need some namashoyu for the sauce, some tomato, because the scallion pancakes have a sauce that goes with them. Some onions, you should be good. Okay. Okay. And so here's our scallions. We're going to put that inside of our mix. And then after this, we're going to get our oil heated. So here, I'll show this to you, what we're doing. All right. So this is the scallion inside. This is the scallion inside of the mix. And then we're just going to put our flour in there. And then our cornstarch. And then we should be good. Isn't that pretty right there? Isn't that lovely? Isn't it lovely? Isn't it beautiful? So I'm just using all-purpose flour. I'm just putting enough in there to be able to get a dry mixture. All-purpose flour and a little bit of cornstarch. So this is a recipe for people who are looking for delicious. The cornstarch just helps it become more crispy when we fry. So here we go. Look at that. It's starting to come together now. One thing that you can do at this stage is there's this thing called Gravy Master. If you want to add Gravy Master into anything to make it browner, you can do that. Or you can just, you know what we'll do? We'll do half with Gravy Master and half without, so that you can see how it looks either way, okay? But I don't particularly need the Gravy Master in there. So this is still a little wet. We're going to add a little bit more flour. Okay. Let's add a little more spice in there. Just a little, you know, keep it spicy. Okay, keep it spicy. Okay, look at that. This is actually such a pretty color and it smells so good. Like all of these fresh ingredients just smell so good together. You all are so quiet. Why is everybody so quiet? Oh, that Indian dessert that's made with sweetened carrots. How interesting. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so let's see. Let's touch our bowls and see. Okay, I mean, it's a little wet. We could stand to put a little bit more. We'll try a little more cornstarch. And a little more flour. Just a tiny bit more. Everybody's so quiet. What are you all doing? Okay. Oops. All right, here we go. And then this should be it right here. Oops. Lord, stuff is jumping out the bowl. Making a run for it. Okay. Here we go. And these are our balls. Okay. All right. And then so what we're going to do is we're going to split this in half and we're going to put Gravy Master on one half. The Gravy Master is really just to brown it up because one of the things that I found is like when you make vegetarian spaghetti and stuff like that, it never comes out as brown as it does when you when you use meat. So here's our little bit of Gravy Master just for color. You can also burn sugar on the stove because once you burn sugar, the sweetness goes away. So we're just going to add a little bit of Gravy Master on here just to brown them. Make it brown. Okay. So as you see, the color is starting to come up just a little bit. And we could stand to use a little bit more. All right, let's see what that does. Okay, now we got that brown color coming. Now we got that brown color coming. I don't know if you can see that because the camera is a little more blanched. All right. Okay. So we have our brown on the left side. I don't know if you can see the difference in that, but I'll hold it up for you. Do you see how one is a little more brown and one is a little more pink? So that's all we're looking for because when it cooks, the brown color is going to shine through. Remember, oh, I forgot to put my oil on. So while we roll the balls, I'm going to start getting the oil on. I like to use coconut oil. I end up using a lot of coconut oil, but I don't like the corn industry. So I don't use corn oil because I don't trust it. I don't trust corn oil. So I have a deep fryer back in California. I have a deep fryer back in Cali, but I don't have a deep fryer here. So my trick is I use a very small pot and fill it with oil. And that way, because the smaller the pot, I've tried frying inside of a can. Like, you know how you eat like a can of beans. I've tried frying in a can, but the can just doesn't hold up on the stove very well. It doesn't hold up on the stove. It starts falling and tipping over and stuff. It was too dangerous, so it wasn't worth it. All right, so I'll show you all what I'm doing right here. I'm just basically putting the coconut oil inside of a pot, and that pot is going to be our fryer. And then I'm just going to heat up this oil. I end up using a lot of coconut oil. They do sell it in bulk, but I find that the bulk price and the jar price is not that much different. You know what I mean? Like you could buy a gallon for $50 and sometimes more. So it's like, meh. And then with this, you end up getting a nice little glass you can drink out of. You know, so they sold in Aldi's, they sold like a little one-person deep fryer. So I decided to do that. So this is the coconut oil. The reason why I fry in coconut oil is because coconut oil has a very high scorching point. Olive oil has a low scorch point. I don't trust soybeans, so I don't use soy oil, but there's lots of oils out there that you can use. But we're just going to turn this on the stove. Oh. Okay, we're gonna, while that oil is heating up, we're going to make our little balls, okay? So I highly recommend one of these sheets, which is like a silicone or covered, parchment. I don't know what it is. It's like linen and silicone. Nothing sticks to it, and it is heat resistant. So I love it. I love it. Let me just wipe off the table real quick. Get this table clean. How's everybody doing out there? Everybody's so quiet. Grapeseed has high smoke point, and so does avocado oil. Okay, thank you for telling me, because coconut oil is so expensive to do this with. Another reason why I use coconut oil is because of triglycerides. So coconut oil is one of the best oils that you can eat. So I use coconut oil in almost everything. When I bake, I don't use butter. I use coconut oil instead of butter. And you just add some salt in there. You know what? I made butter. Back when I had TKO skin, I made butter. You just need some heavy cream, and then you just need to do the churning process. And so after I made butter myself, I realized that there's no magic to it. There's no magic to butter. It's just shaken up. All right, so that oil is heating up. So butter is just shaken up milk. So for my churning process, I just basically just used a glass jar and just shook up. So here, so we're gonna just make these into balls. And we're going to try 2 at first, because I wanna make sure that we have enough. I wanna make sure that we have enough flour. They're very soft. And so they're very soft, so I just want to make sure that they don't fall apart in the pan. All right, so we're going to make our balls small enough to be able to fry all the way through. All right, so as you see, we have 2 bowls here. One is the browned one and one is the regular one. And so we are going to wait for that oil to get up a little bit. And then we are going to fry. So I'll show you all as we fry. Avocado oil is expensive as well. Crazy. All right. This oil seems pretty hot. Let's drop a little bit of oil in this pot. Can you see it? All right. Okay. So let's see. All right, let's see what we have here. So our two little bolitos are frying. Ew, avocado oil gives your food a flavor. Oh, goodness. All right. So let's see what we have here. Okay, look at that. So this one is the browned one, and that one is the regular one. And as you see, it looks good. It looks good. So let's see. Let me turn it down just a little bit because it's starting to smoke. Okay, let's see. All right. All right. Okay, so one of our balls is getting very dark. Ooh. Okay. Let me get my... Okay. So let's put these... We have some coffee filters here because my pops does not have paper towel because he feels like those are a waste of money. But he does have some old coffee filters. So listen. So look. So when you see the color difference, so this is the dark one and that is the other one. You can't really see the color. See, listen, you see how crispy that is? You hear how crispy that is? This is wonderful. Let me take this off the heat real quick. Actually, let me just turn the heat down because that is smoking. And let's just try one of these real quick to just see how, whether it cooked through or not. You know, so let's do that real quick. I'm gonna turn the heat off completely. All right, so this is one of the bowls. Let's break it open. It's still wet inside a little bit, so that did not cook all the way through. That's one of the reasons to have a small bowl. Let's see the small one. All right, the small one cooked all through. Let's taste it. Okay. Okay. It's all right. It tastes like it could use a little bit more salt. And it tastes like it could use a little bit more flour just to absorb some of the moisture that's in there. And the onion is a bit much. The onion is a bit much because the onion did not. Whew. Don't use as much onion as Tonya did. Don't, because the onion is a bit much. We're gonna add just a little bit more flour, and then we're gonna make our balls and try the second one. All right. Just to absorb some of the moisture. No, it doesn't need egg. It doesn't need egg. All right. And we're going to turn on the oil on the next one so that we can get a more thorough cook, so that it'll cook a little bit more. Okay, let's get this oil back up. And then go from there. All right. All right. Because that onion definitely needs more cooking inside. Definitely. It's still so wet, 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 wet. I don't know if it's the carrot or what, but it's very, very wet. There we go. Now it's drying up. All right. Okay. All right, let's get our little bolito inside the thing. Let's get our little bolito in there. All right. Oops. When you wash your hands, don't splash them around. All right. Let's make sure our fire's not up too high because we want these to cook all the way through. Okay. All right. Cabbage, when cooked, releases lots of water. Well, you know what? Well, we have the fire down a little bit to help it cook all the way through, and then we'll see. All right. We'll see what happens with this one. Oh, man. All right. So let's see what happens with this one. So I see air being released on the other side of the bowl, so that's good. Just make sure that this whole thing is fried. Cook on all sides, and then go from there. So somebody's asking, when did Tonya leave the RV lifestyle? You know, people who live in RVs also, etc. I went to Nigeria in December, and when I came back here in January, I was going through my matchmaking course in New York when COVID hit. And then we all just kind of got sheltered in place. So I haven't had a chance to go back to California, but you have to watch videos to stay up on that. You know, you have to stay up on it. All right, so the ball's done. Let's take a look and see what's like on the inside. This one did take longer to cook, which I'm feeling optimistic about because you know what we wanted was a ball that was cooked a little more than the last two. So here we go. So here. And then let me turn off this oil while we try this. So this is our most recent ball, and as you hear that? It's nice and crispy. Nice and crispy. These are our other two failed experiments. I could throw this one away because that is not. All right. So let's take a look inside and see what we got. Let's take a look inside. Oh, nice. This is nice. Okay. So this one is cooked. Ah, this one is piping hot. Let's take a taste. And this one is so much better because the onion, when it cooked slower, the onion got cooked on the inside. So that was better. This is better. So this is it. And okay. So I think we're ready to cook the other ones then. This is nice. Very, very nice. It could use a little bit more salt, but remember we're going to be making a teriyaki sauce for the outside. So let's get our other balls. I'm going to serve it on top of quinoa. I haven't, it's been about a year or so since I haven't really liked white rice. So I'm gonna use quinoa. All right. So let's get our bowls together. We're gonna make them small enough. Okay. Well, welcome back, Mahira. You do need to, you gotta stay up. The life keeps going on. You know what I mean? Lentils. Okay. Try lentils. Okay. That sounds like it'd be really, really good, especially if the lentils are you talking, wait, are you talking about raw lentils? Raw lentils cooked, or are you talking about cooked lentils mashed? You have sprouted lentils, right? You know what, I have not sprouted lentils. You know what, I was thinking about chickpeas, but then that would be more like a falafel, wouldn't it? That would be more like a falafel. All right, so we're gonna make our little bowl, our little bolitos. Okay, here we go. Let me see where I can get the camera. See if I can move this back. You know what? I gotta move the, sorry, let me move the camera. Because it is, let me just unplug this son of a biscuit, because it is. Okay. There we go. So, can you see that? So this is one of our little bolitos. And we're just going to make the rest of our bolitos. Okay. Oh. I'm making them super small because I want them to cook all the way through without having a whole bunch of flour. I don't want to add any more flour because otherwise it's just going to be a big flour ball. I'm going to be eating a little flour ball, and so we don't want that. We want it to be mainly vegetable. We want it to be mainly vegetable, so we're making them super small. Super, super small. Okay. Alrighty. Wait, Africa's blaming the WHO. What? Say that again? I need to see that comment again, but I can't touch the thing because of my hands. What in the world? So somebody who is blaming who? I just need somebody to, okay. Blaming the African Director General for what? Wow. Why? Why are they blaming the African Director General for WHO? What was his responsibility in the spread of COVID? Okay. Okay. Trump and the Republicans are saying that he did not respond appropriately. Oh, brother. Trump is such... Ugh. Did you all hear about Bernie? Bernie dropped out. Bernie dropped out. These last few, I'm going to add more flour because I'm tired of these sticky balls. So let me see how those turn out. We're going to separate the batch. Separate the batch. Okay. So these are the more floured balls. Look at that. Sticks together better. And you can roll them. So let's see. These look like salmon cakes, don't they? They look like salmon cakes. All right, let's put these balls to the back. Trump is something else. I was on a Nigerian radio station yesterday, actually on Monday. I just got the audio from it this morning. I'm gonna post that. They were asking me about Trump, please. All right. I have a lot of this dough, so I may boil some rice and make that for my nieces because you know they eat rice. They eat rice. I don't really like it that much anymore. It just doesn't really have any substance to it, you know? I knew he was not going to be the face against Trump. Oh Lord, I feel like I'm missing stuff. I gotta get my hands washed to see what you all are talking about. I gotta get my hands washed. Okay. We have a whole bunch of balls now. You can't see them because the camera's too far up. But we have them. We have them. And so I'm gonna have to wash my hands and get that thing back on. and see what we have here. All right. All right, let me catch up on what I missed while this oil is heating. They're blaming Chinese and Africans. Wow, really? Wow, really? Trump is such a mess. Do you all think he's gonna get 4 more years? Hey, Princess Fula, we're making Szechuan balls today. Do you think Trump is gonna get 4 more years? If you think he's gonna get 4 more years, put up a 1. Put up a 3 if you know he's not gonna get 4 more years, and put up a 2 if you just don't know. So 1 for yes, 2 for I don't know, and 3 for no. Mm. Mm. Really? Mm-mm-mm. Wow. Everybody's putting up 1. If we even have elections this year. Mm-mm-mm. This is sad. All right. So let's start getting our balls inside this oil. Let's see. All right. All right. Give that some time to fry. Just making sure that they're not sticking to the bottom. All right. I just want to give these more time. Canceling elections. Oh, Lord. We can only hope not. We can only hope not. All right. So as our balls boil, not boil, as they fry, we're just going to give them time to do their thing. Okay. Just getting these on all sides. Since the oil is shallow, they're not deep frying. We are just frying the sides. So that's what we're doing. They're looking good. Okay, looking good. right. All right. All right. Turn up the oil just a little tiny bit because we have a race where we don't want the balls to become too oily, but we want them to take their time and fry because we want them to cook all the way through. Okay. All right. How are they looking to you? Looking good, right? Okay. So these have cooked the longest out of all of our balls. So I'm happy about that. And they're the smallest too, because I really want them cooked all the way through. I really, really want those cooked. Oh, brother. There were Trump people in the comments saying they would have voted for Bernie. How are people feeling about Biden? Let me ask you all this question. What is Biden's policy on health care? Does anybody know? Because I've watched the debates, but all I ever really heard him saying is what Obama did and how this, that, and the other. Okay, so now these are starting to get nice and brown. So I'm excited about these. Let me turn it down just a little bit. Temper our temperature. Okay, so we're going to start taking these out. Okay, so I just want you to take a look at these beautiful balls. These beautiful brown balls. Look at them. Nice. Look at that. Ooh, delicious looking. Okay, and they're nice and hot, so I'm going to let them sit on the side and continue to bask in their own heat. Let me see. You hate Biden? He's old and senile just like the rest of them. Oh, Lordy. Hate is a strong word, Dipped. Hate is a strong word. Okay. Let's get this oil back down because it's starting to cook very fast now. If you could smell these in the air, you would be so just like yum. These smell so good. They smell like onion rings, hush puppies. They just smell really good. They smell really, really good. So I just want to get these turned over so that the heat can go all the way through. So the heat can go all the way through. Okay, and so these are the loose balls. We're going to do the floured balls in the next pan. Not the next pan, but the next batch. All right, so that can cook a little bit more. Okay. And get this heat up. All right. I'm happy that you all are able to have conversations and be with one another. What happened with AOC? Yeah. Okay, so Think Positive is looking for a girlfriend. All right, let's take a look. Oprah. What Oprah got to do with this? Please, no more celebrities. Okay. right. And so, all right. So we got these cooking. Oh, let's see about this. All right, this one is done. All right. I'm just going to keep flipping these to just get the heat evenly distributed. Okay. All right. So while we're doing that, I'm going to boil a little bit of rice. I'm going to boil a little bit of rice. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, they're getting nice and brown. Get this heat down a little bit. I don't want them to brown too quickly. I want them to be cooked all the way through. All right. Let's leave those there like that. Get this rice washed. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh, these are cooking so fast now. Oops, my camera's about to fall. Let me just get a little bit of salt up this cabinet. Oh, brother. One more thing. Okay, let's get this rice boiling. All right. All right, how we doing up there? Do you think O has ruined her rep with a large part of the white community? How? How? I want to know, how do you feel she's ruined her rep? What has she done to the white community? I could understand some of the people in the black community upset with her, but what has she done to the white community? For the people who are just coming in, the title has our full description of what we're making, but we're making some Szechuan balls in a pineapple teriyaki sauce. So we're going to put the ones with flour now inside the pan, the ones with the more flour. So just make sure that these are not sticking. Okay, so here we go. wait, who's dying? What in the world? I'm missing the whole conversation. I see Dick talking about all they do is like die. Okay. So we have those there. I feel like I'm so far behind I can't catch up. Somebody getting rose water splashed on them? What in the world? Oh, Lord. Some of my vinaigrette water. Ah. All right, let's check our bowls. All right, let's see what we got. What am I missing that you all are talking about? I feel like I'm all tardy to the party. I'm cooking, you all are conversing. I'm missing the whole conversation. My cabbage back in the fridge. Let's see, what's that? Somebody want to make rose? What is rose water used for? I see. I know. I feel lost. It's okay. I'm just happy that you all are able to, you know, at least we have a few moments to be social. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Talk to one another, converse. You know what I'm saying? Rose water is used in desserts and also on your face. What in the world? Oh. Oh, Lord. All right. So, my favorite part is the sauce, which is coming up next. We're going to put these inside of a different thing and we're going to try them. Okay. Come on now. All right. All right. All right, no name. See you in a second. Do you make rose water from fresh roses? Okay, so these balls are brown. Let's get these inside of their own paper. Look. nice and brown and crispy. And then we're going to let those cool. I made too many. I'm not really sure how we're going to do this because we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 balls. We have 18. And that's only half of the batch. That's only half of the batch. So what do we do with the other half? Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. All right. We're waiting for these to cool down, and then we're going to here. So this is one of the wet ones. We're just going to bust this open real quick. Oh, look at that. Nice and airy on the inside. Very nice, very nice. Let's try it. Oh. Very nice. Very nice. Cabbage gives it a nice flavor. We are going to bust open one of the ones with the more flour in it and see. Let's see. This is the one that was made with more flour. Oh, they're tougher. Oh, we're definitely making the other ones with more flour. Look. Look at that. Very nice. Absolutely. More flour. Absolutely. 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 So the rice is boiling. We're going to get more flour in the second half of the batch. And then we're going to make our pineapple teriyaki sauce. Okay? So, let me bring you all back over this side. We're going to have 36 bowls by the time everything is done, but that's okay. Oh, that's what you're talking about. I thought we were talking about politicians dying soon. You're talking about roses. Got you. Got you. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. I feel you, Mama. I feel you. Okay. I thought we were talking about Joe Biden and old senators and stuff. I was like, damn, that's brutal. Like, all they're gonna do is die soon. I'm like, golly. I'm like, wow, y'all hardcore. Y'all hardcore. All right. So we're just mixing a little bit more flour into this mix right here. Let's see if you can see it. We're just putting a little bit more flour in there so that we could get some airy, light, fluffy balls. Because the second balls were much better on the inside. So this is what okay. And just a little bit more flour just to get them drier. And we're going to put a little bit more cornstarch just to keep them crispy. Keep them crispy. Okay. That rice is cooking in the back. I don't know if you can hear it bubbling, but I can. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Nice. Okay. It looks like some sort of ground meat, if you ask me. Uh-oh. Let's turn that rice down. Get a pot top on there. And just let that steam the rest of the way. But here we go. This is our bowl recipe. Oh, okay. And now we're gonna roll up our bowls. Okay, princess, see you later. See you later. Oh, I'm catching a cramp in my hand. What in the world? Okay. Okay, let's roll these. Okay. Let's see. All right, that is not rolled good. Let's roll this good. It's just it's sticking to my hand. Still. Let's get our balls in a row. Uh-oh. Let's get our balls in a row. Okay. Oh. Oh. I just can't wait to have the stickiness off my hands. Everybody's so quiet. When I'm cooking, people talking a mile a minute. Now that I'm sitting down, nobody's saying nothing. This is making you hungry? Well, wait till you see that sauce. Once that sauce is made, that's what's going to really get you right there. That's what's going to get you right there. Okay. Oh, man. Let's see. All right. Almost done with the rolling of these balls. I feel like my hands are too sticky. Okay, I've turned back on the fire. And we're going to roll up a few more balls. Have a squirt bottle with oil. I know, right? That would be nice, wouldn't it? What I really want is a whatchamacallit, is a I have one of those somewhere, the little scooper, so they can all be the same size. I have one of those. But where is it now? Only goodness knows. Only goodness knows. Only goodness knows where it is. I should make some what? Some desserts? I hear you, greedy girl. I hear you. I hear you. Some desserts, right? Ever since I started doing alternate day intermittent fasting, I haven't really been in the mood for sugar. But my nieces like sugar, so maybe. You know what? With wet hands, they actually roll better. So I'm just going back over rolling the old ones. And I'm going to put these in the oil. Let me start putting some of these in the oil. All right. Let me see. Chemistry. Somebody used to work at Captain D's. Oh, man. I haven't heard that name in so many years. What about Long John Silver? Do you guys know Long John Silver? They used to have one of those down near my college in Georgia. Long John Silver's. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see. All right, almost done with this part. Then we're gonna go over to the stove and check on what's going on over there. We got the rice steaming. And we're gonna make the sauce in just a little bit. This is our last bola right here. Hey, speaking of bola, do you remember the young lady I was hanging with out in Lagos on Mobolani? Good old days, good old days. All right, so these are done. All right, so let's come over here to the pot again. And oh, oil is too low. It's okay though. It's all right. It's okay. Fry all night, all day. Let's just let those simmer. Simmer. Who got the keys to my bimmer? Who am I? And how can I? In a rush. Malt vinegar on fish and also fries. Oh my goodness, are you British or have you been to England? Because that's how they do their fish and chips out there. That's how they do their fish and chips. All right, in a rush, pass me the keys to my truck. Who am I to gather them love? How can I make love to precious? All right, let's see what we have here. So No Name is trying to become vegetarian. Why are you trying to become vegetarian? Tell me why you want to be vegetarian. What's your reason? Because if you want to become vegetarian and lose weight, tell me why. I want to hear. Tell me why you're trying to become vegetarian, No Name. Gypsy, don't tell people what to do. You have to ask questions and figure out what people are trying to accomplish. And also, everybody has a different blood type. Everybody cannot be vegan. I believe it's A or O blood type. They cannot be vegan. They'll actually get sick. So it's not for everybody. And you can end up with slush blood. Everybody's not meant to be vegan. So you read that vegetarian is healthier and that plant foods have more energy. Well, what about, in what ways can you eat more plant-based foods now? Instead of being in a perpetual state of trying to become something, what are some ways that you can eat more vegetables right now? It's like, and Gypsy, I wasn't trying to snap at you. It's just that sometimes we start telling people what they should be doing based on what we feel is right for us or what we think is right without really hearing them and finding out what it is that they want. All she wants is to be healthier and eat more veggies. But does she have to be vegan to do that? Okay, so then when you say you're trying to become vegetarian, what is it that you're trying to do or be? All right. So we got our bolas coming out now. We're going to put some more inside the pan, make sure our oil is at a feasible level. Hold on. I'm scared to try vegan because I read that you can't get all of your nutrients from a vegan diet, and some women have trouble getting pregnant and can't even menstruate. Well, if you are too low in body fat, you can't, you won't get your period, but I haven't heard that about veganism. And just because you're vegan doesn't mean that you're going to be small. You know what I mean? Everybody has a different body type, you know? When I was vegan, I was fatter than ever. Because you know, it's like, first of all, sugar is vegan, flour is vegan. You could still be eating a lot of things. Rice is vegan. You could be eating a whole lot. It's like you have to really think about what it is that you want. Because the same bad habits that you may have on a regular diet may be the same bad habits you have on a plant-based diet. All right, so these are frying. As soon as we finish with these balls, we're going to make our, let's check on our rice. Rice is looking superb. It finished steaming. I'll show that to you over there. So the rice is looking good. Oh, this thing is hot. So we use some parboiled. We don't have this. We don't have the sticky Asian right there, but oh wow. So Misha, why do you feel that that's your weakness? What is it about those things that you feel is your weakness? Because for most of us, what it is that we crave is the sugar and the fat inside of the sauces or inside of the preparation process. Because if you try to eat those meats without any seasoning, you won't be able to stomach it. So it's like a lot of the times what it is that we're craving is not so much the meat. Because I want you to go try to eat crab meat without any butter, without any salt. Try to eat crab without those things, and you see how much you really like crab meat, and you see that you don't really like it that much because it doesn't really have any flavor, and it's actually it's almost repulsive. So like even lobster, I tried eating lobster with no butter, no salt, no anything. It was I almost choked on it. Almost choked. Yeah, so okay. So if there's a person who is having an issue with the way the animal is slaughtered, that's a lot different than adopting a diet for weight loss purposes. Do you know what I mean? It's a lot different. I really wish. So, but you said they taste good, but have you tried them without the seasonings? That's what I want to know. Have you tried them without the seasonings? Try them without the seasonings and tell me that they taste good. Because you could be eating a piece of paper and dip it inside some crab sauce, some lobster sauce, which is really just butter and fat and stuff like that. So tell me, have you tried those foods that you think are your weakness without the sauces? Have you tried it without the salt, without the fat, without the butters? Have you tried it? Okay, so Sasha, I've had stem crab from Ranch 99 and it tastes pretty good with no seasonings. hmm So for the person who was saying that they crave it, have you had it without the seasonings? That's what I want to know. Because if you truly, truly, truly are, you know, craving that meat, let's say your body just needs that protein. If you really are craving that particular type of meat, if you try eating it without all of the fats and butters and salts and sauces and sugars and vinegars and all that other stuff and spices, and I hear somebody saying that they've tried it. Oh, steamed crab. Okay. But even the steamed crab, okay. I steamed crab with no salt, no seasoning, anything. Okay. And you said it tastes pretty good. So Dip is here. She's washing dishes and cleaning up. She says she's been deep cleaning her home during COVID. So she's still around. But yeah, we're almost done with our bolitos or our bolitas. All right. Let's turn this oil up a little bit, get that brown on there. And then we're going to make our sauce. Yeah, I drink, when I do drink milky stuff, I drink almond milk. I prefer that. You know, they say soy is, I've heard different reports. I've heard soy is not good for you. I've heard soy is good for you. I've heard soy throws your estrogen out of whack. And I heard soy balances your estrogen. Different studies find different things. I don't know which is the truth. I just know if I ever crave like soy, like tofu or something, I'll eat it if I crave it. So here are our bolitas or bolitos. Yeah, so people asking, how do Asians eat so much soy? Do they eat a lot of soy? Like Asian portions are so small. Like American portions are so big that I don't even think many of us know what a real portion size is like. Because we're so used to these gigantic portions in the United States. Because when I was in Japan, I lived there for a year. I worked with Japanese people. And I ate Japanese food, and I have my little bento box for lunch and all of that. And if you see what people are eating over there, they're eating a very small amount. So even if they are eating soy, are they eating a lot of it with those small portions? All right. Yeah, and then also I heard that the Asians are eating a lot of fermented soys. So I heard that the soy is different. Like in miso soup, that soy is fermented. And when they eat that little soy patty on top of their ramen, it's a different grade of soy. So I don't know. I don't know. It's so difficult to really, when there's so many studies saying contradictory things. No soy for boy. I hear that. Okay. So I want you to look how beautiful this is right here. Our little display of bolitos or bolitas. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our sauce right now. Exactly. So Dip is saying that she saw small portions of soy when she was traveling. Let me just take our little bolas to the table. All right, and so all right, so we're gonna make our sauce now. All right. So unlike my grandmother, I do not save oil, but I will reuse this oil. I'll use some of it to saute these onions, but that's about it. So we're gonna get our onion that has been sitting in the refrigerator, and we're going to dice this up because we're going to saute some of these onions, saute some onion, and then we're gonna stir our sauce, our teriyaki sauce. All right. And yeah, you know what? Exactly. So dip is saying you just got to listen to your body. That is exactly right. Listen to what your body wants. And also, sometimes you have to really listen to know what it's asking for. Like we were talking about eating crab meat with nothing. You know, eating lobster with nothing. With no salt, no seasonings, no butter. I'm telling you, I almost gagged. I almost gagged trying to eat lobster with nothing at all. Because it doesn't really have a flavor, not really. And then, so it's like sometimes you just have to listen. If you're craving fats, you know, give yourself some fats. Okay. So here we're going to make our teriyaki, our pineapple teriyaki sauce. So let me know if you can see that. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So we're going to use some of our oil from our bolas that we just made. And we're just going to saute our onions. Whoa! I didn't realize it was up that high. All right. All right. Oops. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start getting the garlic ready and the ginger. So we're just going to let this saute. And I have some sesame oil. We're just going to put a little bit of sesame oil in there. If you can just smell the way this smells, this toasted sesame oil and onion just smells so good. We're going to cook those nice and soft. All right. Wait, what are we talking about? By cooking? Yeah? We have to get you out more. We got to get you out more. I don't like to fry too much inside of the with the sesame oil because it actually tastes better once the sauce is almost done. All right, there we go. Look at that. Isn't that delicious looking? What do I think of Buddhism? I think people have to find what works for them. You know, I'm not into religious dogma, regardless of the religion. I'm just not into the rituals and the dogma. So I think people have to find what works for them and what's right for their lives. So let me get my garlic ready. And we're going to get some ginger in there. I do use organic store-bought ginger paste because I never go through enough ginger to really make it worth it in the house, but you know, we'll see what happens from here on out. So we got that going. We're going to add some soy sauce or some of our nama shoyu. All right, so we got our soy in there, our onions, our garlic. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Isn't it lovely? We're going to get our scallions in there. We're going to get our scallions in there. Let me turn this down. Isn't it lovely? Okay. We're going to get us some cayenne in there. Give it some spice. Got some organic cayenne plus that Szechuan spice. Isn't it lovely? Okay, look at that. Look how that's turning out already. Look at that. If you could smell this, if you could smell that, you would come through here. You would just jump through. Let me just put some soy in there because I want to make a lot of sauce because we have a lot of these bolas. Okay. You okay? All right. I'm just going to taste this. See what it needs. It needs a little more ginger. That's spice. Ooh, a little more ginger. Little more ginger and what else? What am I missing? A little more garlic. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it beautiful? I never knew lovely, made from love. All right, so we got some garlic to put with our jengibre. So we're just gonna get these little pieces of garlic inside there to just cook through the sauce and let that wonderful garlic flavor come through. That wonderful, wonderful, rich, aromatic garlic flavor that is second to none. You cannot mistake this. You cannot mistake amazing garlic. You just cannot. It's one of the most amazing fragrances. Oh, in food, one of the best. I love garlic. I love onion. Isn't it lovely? Somebody said devolve. What are we talking about? Okay, our sauce is coming together. Yeah, it's on the pot. The camera's on the pot. This pot. Okay. We're just going to allow this to simmer, and then we're going to add our tomato. You don't want food? No, it's time to eat again. Hold on. You're trying to eat cereal right now? Why? You went cereal all day?
I didn't eat cereal.
How much food did you have?
I ate almost the whole thing.
I don't know. Your mother said that you could eat cereal again? Because it's not breakfast time. It's not breakfast time. And Auntie's making you something special. Okay. So some tomato sauce. Your mother said you could have cereal. Huh?
I never asked her. I just wanted to check on her.
Oh, you didn't ask her? Because I heard her complaining about you eating cereal throughout the day. I've heard her complaining about that, so I don't know about that now.
Because that's not what I'm eating, food. But I ate food.
I know, but if it's time to eat food again, then why cereal? If it's time to eat food again, why are you trying to eat cereal?
Because I want cereal. I didn't have any out of this box.
Excuse me?
I didn't have any out of this
Take a tiny bit of cereal. A tiny bit, okay? Tiny bit. Don't try to fill yourself up on cereal. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh, you're putting it away now? Why? Why are you putting it away? You don't want to eat a tiny bit? Okay. Is there some sort of issue that you're having in there? Huh? So Wanda read the book Eat Right for Your Type. All right. So we're going to add a little bit of sugar into our We're going to add a little tiny bit of sugar, enough to sweeten to taste. All right, let's see. So we're going to add enough sugar just to sweeten to taste. And then we're going to put in the cornstarch and it's all going to come together. Okay, so all right. So here's our sauce. Doesn't that just look really, really good? Isn't that sauce just amazing looking? So we're going to just taste this. Wow, so good. So good. Okay, a little bit more sugar. A little bit more sugar. That's a teaspoon right there. And then we put in some of the green onions, but as you see, they've cooked into it. So what we're going to do is we save some green onions to use just before we toss our balls in the sauce. Okay? Oh my goodness, so good. So good. All right. So, the vinegar, I'm using a little bit of white wine vinegar, but rice wine vinegar is the best vinegar to use in Asian sauces, but I ain't got that, so I'm using what I got. I'm using what I got. So I typically use cane sugar. I typically use organic cane juice, but I have to use what we have inside this house. Okay, so let me taste this. Amazing, amazing. So I am going to turn this up and just boil that. I'm gonna saute that the garlic in there, add a little bit more ginger, and then we're going to put in our cornstarch. So while this is getting ready to bubble, I'm going to take a little bit of water and cornstarch and get that mixed together so that we can get the cornstarch inside there. And then, look at this bubbling. Just looks so good. Hey, little Lizzie. So I'm making just the cornstarch inside of a little bit of water. Just so that when we put it inside of the pan, it doesn't clump. Because if you try to put it in the pan without it being diluted first, it turns into a whole mess. Okay. So this is our sauce, and the cornstarch is just basically going to help the sauce stick to our balls. So we're just going to cook down those pieces of garlic in there. Oh, no name is going. That's cool. Well, thank you for coming through and spending this time with us today. We're just going to cook that garlic down. Wait, no, a good night. Where are you located? That it's nighttime. No name. We don't know your name. We don't know your name, no name. Everybody saying good night, no name. Yeah, how funny. All right. I'm going to add a little bit more water to this just to give that garlic some more time to cook down. You're welcome, Wanda. Wanda's saying she loves good food and even better banter. Yeah? So we're just going to cook this down and then... All right, we're going to cook this down, add our cornstarch. I'm actually thinking of throwing some broccoli in there just to give it... I wonder if I should cook the broccoli in there or cook the broccoli separately. Just kind of steam the broccoli and put it on the side. All right. So you want to know how hard it is for me to do fasting every other day? Yeah, you know what, it's easier for me. I like to eat. So it's easier for me to eat nothing than to eat a little bit of something. I tried doing the small window fasting, but if I eat a little, it's like sticking the tip in. I can't eat just a little. If I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna eat. So I prefer to eat on the day that I'm going to eat and just abstain on the day that I'm not. I like food. I like eating. I like cooking. I like it all. And that window, I tried it with the window and that window just kept getting stretched. I'd be like, oh, well, it's not going to matter if I eat at 9 a.m. I'll just stop eating an hour earlier. But then when that hour would come in the night, I'd be like, well, it ain't going to matter if I just eat now. I'll do better tomorrow. And it just... And then also, that's another thing. I would gorge during my window. I would stretch the window and then I would gorge. And so I decided to just do the alternate day. The alternate day is a lot easier for a person like me. The alternate day is a lot easier for a person like me because I know when I'm supposed to eat and I know when I'm not. So all right. So I added more water because our garlic is still not cooked down and I wanted to cook down some more. The thing about garlic is if you add it during the onion phase when you saute and burn. Everybody's talking about a lion nibbling, exactly. But you know what? Everybody has to do what's right for them. I tried the window. It didn't work for me. So I tried alternate day. Alternate day works for me. Some people say that they can't go a day without eating. And I'm like, it just works better. It just works better. All right, let's taste this and see how we're doing. You could use a little more ginger. You could use a little more ginger. It turns you into a monster. That's what I'm saying. So I had to just go alternate day. Oh Lord, now somebody gonna do like a bear and not eat for 10 months. More power to you. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit more vinegar, and then we're gonna add our whatchamacallit. We're gonna add our cornstarch. All right. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like now. Hold on, let me show you. So we're going to add our cornstarch in there, and then let this just expand. As you know, look at that. It's starting to thicken up. Starting to thicken up. Let us get some more water in there. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Yum, 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 yum. So I'm going to add a few pieces of pineapple in there. Turn this all the way down, because we just want this to simmer now at this point. We need more water. This looks so good. Okay. So I cut up some pineapple earlier, so we have some pineapple chunks. Now we're just going to add that in, let it simmer in there, get the flavor in the rest of the sauce. Listen, if you want some balls, you can come get them. I'm just joking, but yeah, I do have extras. Okay. Tell me that does not look just absolutely delicious. All right. Let me taste it. Oh my God. The pineapple took it to another level. Oh, it took it to another level. Took it to another level. Took it to another. Oh goodness. That spice. Let me get some more pineapple. All right, here we go. All right, how you all doing out there? Hope you're doing well. We are making some crispy Szechuan balls in a pineapple teriyaki sauce. And we're just gonna let that simmer down a little bit, add a little bit more ginger. Add a little more ginger, and then a little bit of, I'm gonna add a little bit of sesame oil right at the end. And then some, whatchamacallit, some scallions right at the end so that they can be fresh and on top. Oh, make you want to stop somebody's mama. Not your own mama. Somebody else's. So good. So good. What am I looking for? Scallions or sesame oil. So we're just going to add some sesame oil on there. And then we're good. Here we go, I'll show you. Doesn't it look delicious? If you could smell this, you would come through your whole TV, your whole phone. You would ask the universe to drop ship you over here. There. Then we're just going to add some scallions. Then we're done. You know what? I'll add, this knife is dull. All right. Okay. So, let me get these broccoli pieces sauteed, and then that's it. Then we'll plate it up, and then I shall take some pictures and then go from there. All right, let's get our broccoli in the pot. Somebody asking if well, you know, cooking begins at home. My mom showed me how to cook. My grandma showed me how to cook. My dad showed me how to cook. But as a child, you have to have the interest, and you also have to stick with it, because nobody's really, who's going to force you? You know what I mean? Who's going to force you? It's like something you have to do for yourself now at this point. I'm going to show you all this sauce in a moment, and you are just going to be in disbelief. Like, so it was all worth it to get to where it is that we got. So, it was all worth it to get where we got. Because if you see this sauce looks like, all right. This sauce just looks so good. And Shark is saying cooking is a labor of love. Well, you know what? A labor of love is something that you do for the love of it, but you don't get any real joy out of it, or you don't really get much return on your investment. You know, so like for some people, being in a band is a labor of love, but cooking is just an act of love. It's an act of love. All right. I like my broccoli crunchy. So we're going to put that broccoli inside of a tiny bit of water. Douse it with a tiny bit of salt. Tiny. And then let me show you all what this sauce looks like. Look. Tell me this doesn't look good. Tell me that doesn't look good. And we're gonna throw some more scallions on there just to have them in the sauce, but the sauce is no longer cooked, the sauce has cooled. And then we're going to put our balls inside here. All right, we're gonna get our balls in there. Let me get some of these just to sprinkle on top once we're done. These are all I have right now. Okay. Delicioso. That sesame just adds a nice nutty flavor. Very nice. Very, very nice. And we're just going to toss them. We're going to toss our balls inside this sauce. Look at this. Doesn't that look good? Tell me that doesn't look good. Tell me that does not look good, 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 good. Naja, have you even looked on the page? Have you looked on the YouTube page? It's the video right before this one. I wonder why people are not seeing the videos. Do you know how to look on a person's YouTube page? There we go. All right. So now it is time. It's time to get it on a plate. It's time to get it on a plate. Time to, let me taste a little bit of it first. See what it's tasting like. All right, so our rice needs to cook some more. We were steaming it, but it needs more. It needs to cook more. Oh my goodness, our camera's all wherever it is. Oh, so Naja, there is no part 3. He didn't come back. He didn't come back. Okay, so here is one of our Szechuan balls. We are going to try one. So this is what we have right here. And let's see. Let's see what we have. Let's see what it's tasting like. Let's see. Ooh, ooh, nice and crisp and firm. All right, let's I'll show you the inside. So this is what it looks like inside. Look, I'll show you inside. Oh my goodness, it's so slippery. All right, so that's what it looks like inside. Yes, Tonya. Yes. Yes! Yes. Yes. Doggone it. Yes. Not to talk to me like that, not to talk to me like that. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, Nacho. It's just good. Thank you. Oh, it's just so good. Oh, and then it has like some spice that just comes up and hugs you from the inside afterwards. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Let's get this rice finished so that we can plate this up. But this is so good. Make this recipe. Make it. Make it. Yes. This is good stuff. Oh my goodness, yes. This was well worth the 2 hours and 50 minutes that we spent making it. It was well worth it. Well worth. Oh my goodness. Everything just came together. Everything just came together. All right, so I'm going to start cleaning up while I'm waiting for that rice to finish, because I want to show you all what the finished product is going to look like on a plate. And then when you make this, I want you to send me pictures, tag me on Instagram or Facebook, wherever you upload it. Just, I'm not even on the camera. I'm just in a whole other world after tasting that. It's just so good. Just so good. Just so good. I mean, just look at this. Look. Just look. It's just so delicious looking. Oh my goodness. Hey, Dipped. And Dipped is saying, and me. Well, you know what? If somebody tags me in it, when someone tags me in it, I'll add it to my story, so you get a chance to see it from there. Okay? Okay, that rice is still simmering. What else? Everything is just... Thank you all for coming on this journey with me. I really appreciate it. What can I use to make the rice into a nice shape? Because I don't have like a little small bowl. What can I use instead? I don't have anything that can make it really nice. So what do you all do? Dip went for a walk? We finished the recipe, Dip, and it's so damn good. A teacup? All right, let me look and see if there's a teacup here. There's no teacup. There's no teacup. There's no teacup. Ice cream scoop? Okay, let me look for that. Okay, there's an ice cream scoop here. It's small though. All right, I'll try it. Why not? I'll try the ice cream scoop. Why not? All right, so let's try this rice and see what's going on with it. So the rice is parboiled, it's not sticky, so I'm not really sure how that's gonna work out anyway. So we're just gonna put it on the plate. What else can we do? Here's the scoop. Here it is. All right, so we're gonna try to make this look beautiful. We're gonna try to make it look beautiful. Here's the plate. All right. Okay, we got us a little scoopity scoop. Let's try to put something on top. Uh-oh. I don't know how that's looking. Okay, let's... All right, there we go. Let's get our Szechuan balls. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Let's see. So we got one ball right there. Another ball. Uh-oh, it's falling. It's falling. Another one right there. And then let's see if we could get one more right here. Let's put a little piece of pineapple right there. Another piece of pineapple right there. See if we could get one more piece of pineapple. Oops, the thing done fell. Here we go, pineapple. All right. How's that looking so far? And then let's get some pieces of broccoli along the sides. Let's see if we could get some broccoli, some nice broccoli. Okay. Some florets. Give it a nice, pretty look. Okay, so we got some florets. All right. So how does that look? Oh, garnish. Yes, that's right. I forgot about the green onion that we saved for the side. Hold on. Let me fix this. All right. Let's get some green onion garnish. Oops, they stick in. Oh, Lord. Okay. How is that? All right. I feel like those broccoli florets should have been inside of the bowl juice. That doesn't sound good. Bowl juice. All right. The florets, and I know the information. I feel like they should have been inside of the sauce as well. You know what I mean? Let me cover one. Let me cover one in the sauce and see what it looks like. Let me cover one in the sauce. All right, let's see. All right. All right, let's see. I don't know. What do you think about the way this looks? I mean, it's cute. Not bad. Just one on the side of the plate? Okay, let's see. No broccoli, just to one side of the plate. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Because I want to take a nice picture of this. So here we go. So, all right, let's put it over here and see what we got going on. If the broccoli is on one side of the plate. Let's see. Okay, like that? Is that better? That doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad at all. Okay, one side of the plate. All right. Okay. So I need my phone to take a picture. So thank you all for coming on this journey with me. I'm going to tell my nieces that food is ready. And make it like a bouquet. We're doing too much now. We're doing too much. I'm going to try to take a picture of this right now. And I will post the picture on my IG. So look for that. And place the sauce around the rice. Child, listen. I'm getting out of here. Spread the broccoli just not all the way around. I'm going to take a picture of it like this with the broccoli kind of like an army behind the meatballs. But let me do that because the meatballs, I want them to stay crispy and they're already in the sauce. So let me do that now. So listen, thank you all for coming on this journey. I will post this picture on Instagram, so look for that. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you. Make sure that you are on my mailing list so that you can get the notifications for when I'm doing little special things like this. You can also turn on your notifications here. But if worst comes to worst, so actually best comes to best, make sure you're on my personal mailing list at TonyaTKO.com/subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. Thank you all.